You know, sometimes the biggest stories are hidden in the tiniest moments, right? Today, we're going to break down this one simple conversation that says so much about work, about dignity, and about that huge gap between what you expect to get and what you actually receive. Let's just dive right in.
So it all kicks off with this one question. Simple, right? Hey, there's work. Want to come? This is the spark. We're not talking about some formal job offer with a contract and benefits, okay? This is about a chance to earn a day's wage. It's an opportunity that just pops up and you gotta grab it, just like that.
And just like that, the day is on. This first part of the story, it's all about that promise of work, that initial feeling of hope.
And check out the immediate reaction. No hesitation at all, just pure relief. It doesn't matter, I got a job. I mean, that line just nails it, doesn't it? The what and the where, none of that matters as much as the simple fact that, hey, there's work and there's money to be made.
Okay, but here's where things get really interesting. Listen to this line. It's so subtle, but man, is it powerful. A whole power dynamic gets set up in like 5 seconds. It's not, hey, let's go together. It's, I'm going ahead, you walk and come. It's, I lead, you follow. And that one little exchange, it pretty much sets the tone for the whole day.
All right, let's talk numbers. Because this is where all that early optimism runs smack into the cold, hard reality of what you're actually going to take home.
So here's the number. The goal for the day, 500 rupees. That's what a full day of tough work is supposed to get you. And it's not just money, right? It's food on the table. It's rent. It's the actual tangible reward for all the effort you're about to put in. This is the hope.
And boom. Almost immediately, that hope takes a pretty big hit. Before a single thing has been lifted, 100 rupees are just gone. That's the commission, see, for the guy who got on the job. So right away, the worker's earnings are already shrinking.
And you can see the impact right there. A 20% loss, just skimmed right off the top. So our worker is already starting the day in the red, basically, with all the hard labor still to come. This is exactly where that gap between what was promised and what's real starts to get wider and wider. But listen, the cost isn't just about money. Not at all. Now we're getting to the real core of it, the human cost of this labor. This is where a person's dignity really gets put to the test. This one line, it just paints such a clear picture, My throat is all dry, let me go drink some water. The work is tough, it's draining. His body is literally telling it needs something super basic, just to keep going. It's not a complaint, it's just a fact, a fundamental human need.
And that really brings us to the big question at the heart of this whole thing, doesn't it? When someone is working hard, are their most basic human needs, and, their basic dignity, are they even seen? Are they respected?
And here it is. This is the moment, spoken by the supervisor. It's the absolute gut punch of the story. Such a quiet, dismissive question. Why should I give this guy money for food? It just completely reframes the worker from a person into an expense. He's not a human being anymore. He's just this guy, an object whose needs are a cost that might not be worth paying.
I mean, that one question is a textbook example of dehumanization. It's literally the process of stripping away someone's humanity and just seeing them as a tool. He's not a partner in the work, he's just a part, a component, whose basic maintenance is suddenly up for debate.
So where does this all go? After all that hope, the hard work, the total disrespect, how does the day actually end? Let's take a look at the final outcome. So in the end, the whole food issue gets solved by just dismissing him. He doesn't get a meal. He's just told to go home, eat, and come back. Handle it yourself. This just doubles down on what the supervisor said earlier, right? The worker's needs, they're his problem. Totally separate from the job he's there to do.
So, after everything we've seen, what's the big takeaway here? Well, the most powerful one comes straight from the worker himself.
And this is just so profound. It's not just frustration. It's resignation. It's this deep conclusion he's drawn from a harsh reality. He's not just saying, man, I had a bad day. He's pointing to a systemic truth. For people like him, the reward just never, ever matches the hard work you put in.
And that just leaves us with this one huge, critical question. This tiny story, it reflects a much, much bigger reality out there. It really makes you ask, if hard work doesn't always pay off, and if basic dignity isn't a given, well, what on earth do we do to change that reality?